pagans, and the man-fools piled rock on rocks and raised a treasy roof. Hammers, saws, tear the skin of goodsy wood, and laughs at the woodsy lord. And when learns the lord of this, he sends his beastesses to the man-fools, who attacks and hammers saws their useless fleshes, and build him a house of they rotting skins.
I was pissed at Cuddy for a good while after the prison debacle. But hey, you can't blame him for what the hammers did to him. So I decided to go after that horn Felix talked about. Not like I had a whole lot of choice, really. The rent is due. And my landlord's even tougher than the hammers. The map's pretty specific about where the entrance is. Too bad it's not as clear about where the horn is. Felix did some scrounging before he left, and his notes say the horn is in the tomb of some nobles. The Quintus family. Guess I'll just have to explore. Felix, always helpful, also said that the catacombs are supposed to be haunted. I think I'll go make some inquiries about where a heretic like me can get some holy water. Always go prepared.
This, unfortunately, is where I think a lot of people tapped out of this game. Down in the Bonehoard. Search through the ancient Bonehoard and procure the legendary Horn of Quintus. In addition to garnering the Horn of Quintus, find and steal the fabled gemstone, the Mystic's Soul. What use do the dead have of their treasures anyhow? Relieve them of at least 2,000 worth of valuables. The Mystic's Soul had a sister stone called the Mystic's Heart, also thought to be in the Bonehoard. Find it, make it yours. Once you have what you came for, get back to the surface. So this is one of the levels, I think there's a lot of them, where the layout of the level actually changes depending on your difficulty. I have memories of doing this on normal, and then trying it on expert, and the area where either the soul or the heart is stored is just straight up locked off. You can't get to it on normal difficulty. Yeah, this is basically just going to be a one-level stream, I think, because unless I can get through it very quickly, we're going to be here a while. We're not getting through this quickly. So, we have 1,688 loot from the previous mission. The previous loot that we had does not carry over. And as you can clearly see, we do not have enough money to purchase everything. I'm out of cash, just like that. So we do have some decisions to make here. I think I want at least... When I look at that, I've got 8 road arrows. I want all the waters because that is offensive against zombies. I shouldn't need healing potions, that's what the load game button is for. I might take 3 more... How much is that? 200? Yeah, let's take 3 rope arrows and 2 holy waters. We're going with that. Can I afford anything else? Nope. Alright. We're after the horn, 2 magical jewels, and 2,000 loot. And straight away, I think we have a zombie right in front of us. Are you alive? Absolutely. Right, the map. This is all we've got. It is not terribly detailed. Felix, I think, made this map. He's down in there somewhere, most likely dead. He was looking for the Horn of Quintus, failed to grab it. We're going to see if we can follow in his footsteps and grab it. So, Barad family, Hammerite, Crips, whatever. Quintus family's up there. Halls of Echoing Repos. Alaris extension, a Dying Wing. I remember nothing about this. The only thing I think I remember is that we go in through there and we potentially come out one of these other entrances. Alright. Let's go see if we can kill some zombies.
It's a long way down.
It is, and just like that, zombies. I have 5 holy waters. I would prefer not to use them just yet. So I'm either going down here into the room with the zombie, or maybe going down in the next room. Nearly fell. Can I get up there? Yep. Don't want to go down just... I don't want to go down just later. I want to see if there's a... No, look at that. These 2 rooms are not connected down there. Alright, let's go pay this zombie a visit. Ah! How you doing? Just looking at these stairs, wondering if I can climb those, but no, those are way too far apart. My compass, no, not that. Where's my compass? There you are. Yeah, I'm not fucking around with this thing. Well, I think he's seen and or heard me. Anything over here? No. Nothing in here? Ooh. Okay, we've been up there. So we can either drop down there or maybe use this path to come up here. Is there anything else in the previous room before I load? Hell. Oh, just get out of my way, please. Just let me explore a bit. Right, so there's nothing in here. I've got 2 choices. I either go this way, or I use a rope arrow in the next area. I think I'll start by going this way, and if I need to escape using that room, I can use a rope arrow in that room. Hopefully he doesn't follow me. Alright, so we are in the upper vaults, south. Is this Felix? No, it's not Felix. I've had enough. If Felix wants to stay and be killed, that's his business. But the pay is not good enough to keep me down here a minute more. We already lost Dranko to those damn belching barracks, and Marcus didn't make the jump across that huge chasm. He probably drowned if he wasn't dashed to bits. I thought about looking for his body as he was carrying some loot from a poorly guarded tomb, but it wasn't worth the risk. Then we watched Cather get filled with arrows from a clever trap in one of those great octagonal vaults. Useful. Not that I cared 1 whit for Cather, the bastard, but I have no intention of ending up the same way. I don't expect I'll see Felix again. He seemed sure that the Horn of Quintus was somewhere north of the vaults, but I think that was just a guess. I thought those strange X-shaped marks off that branch of the barrack tunnels were worth investigating, but Felix said they were irrelevant. Anyway, if the traps and zombies don't get him, the barracks will. Those tunnels are a nightmare. At least our marks were mostly still intact. I'm almost out, but I need to sleep. I think the place I found is out of the way enough that zombies won't find me. Well, something found you. Swearing Carcass, how are you doing tonight, dude? Hope you're well. A bedroll, a sword that we can't pick up. I could definitely go down there, perhaps. Okay, so if I get back here, the way out is to mantle up to there and then head across, well, head down and then up the rope and then across the rafters. Or I use a rope arrow to climb up to there. Speaking of, I did see one other thing that I would like to explore. So let's test out the rope arrow. Lovely. Oh my word, really? Not lovely. Not lovely at all. Like, that's positively terrible. Alright, fine. I actually didn't realize until right now that these things had a range. Right, there's nothing on those pillars. I saw this earlier. There is something there. I've got to go back for it. I have to go back for that. It looks like there is a cunningly hidden path or something on the top of that little stone doorway, I'll call it. Oh, Garrett, come on. This, along with the zombies, is probably why a lot of people drop this game. Alright, is there something here? Oh. Alright, that's good to know. That is genuinely good to know. So... there's a path here as well that leads me to... what's his name? No, it doesn't. This leads me somewhere else. Okay, just like that, I'm already lost. Good stuff. We have a holy wall of fonts if we hug the left-hand wall from the wall of faces, I'll call this. Tell me you're a trap without telling me you're a trap. There is a rope there, but it's kind of hard to see. Don't know if that's a standard zombie or a hammerhorse, but I do want to take you out because you lead downstairs. And look at that, I've already used 2 of my arrows, I'm down to 22. Right, there's nothing in here but a way down. Okay, that's one-way path leading to that way down, and there's a holy water font along the way. Speed potion? No, another healing potion. Alright. There's nothing else here? What does this say? Alaris. Is there a way in here? It says there are merchants there, and that makes me think that those vaults will have riches inside them. Can I? No, that's a solid wall there. We're not getting in that way. Surely there's a way inside. There was definitely nothing above me here. No, nothing. The fact that it's marked on the map like that, though, makes me think there's got to be a way inside. Maybe if I go down? Yeah, look at that. I've passed by the noble houses, so I assume when I go down here, in the middle, I can then head south and then maybe that way. South and east into the other vaults. Alright, let's descend into the vaults. There's something directly behind you, so I have to go there, but I don't want to wake you up. Like that. Just grab some gems. God, there's so many of these assholes around. I know where that is. We've just done a loop. So if we want to progress further, we have to swim north. Nothing above there. Alright, what sort of trap do we have here? It would be very helpful if I can actually farm those things for arrows, but that's not happening. There's really nothing there. Okay. Still in the upper vaults north. I've got no memory of that room. Alright, just gotta carefully move backwards there. That looks like a trap down the bottom there. Which I just trod on. Okay, that looks like it was the only one. There's the barrack tunnels that were mentioned. Felix mentioned something about crosses and that they were not important. The other thief that we saw, the dead one, mentioned marks. I'm not allowed to kill anyone, but barracks don't count. How many arrows do you need? I don't want to use my sword because that's just going to end in tears. This is concerning though, I've used 6 already. I'm not sure if that one hit or not. Ah! About 9 arrows. That is not good. Alright, I suppose I can recover the 2, or at least the 1 that I missed. Nope. Right, there's an arrow up there. I assume that leads... They're saying that leads out. Can hear at least one more. Okay, we're not going that way. That is a one-way drop. And by that, I mean I've saved. Let's go down and have a look. I assume this is taking me towards... maybe towards the Alaris extension, if I can go further south. Path northeast and southwest. Let me try southwest first, because that's more likely to take me into known territory. Whoa. I do question whether I need to light these torches, perhaps. And this is the part where I'd actually like to make a hard save. And then we'll come down there and try the traps. That is a long drop. We are a long way down. Gone down at least 2 ropes, I think. Down a ladder, and now down a massive fall after going down through some barrack tunnels. What do we have here? Oh. Sorry. Helps if I actually save the game, doesn't it? Alright. We are not getting across here without jumping these things or triggering them remotely. If I do this, for example. And that's not heavy enough to weigh it down. That will do. Fire arrows. More specifically, fire crystals, which turn into fire arrows. I'm going to try lighting these before I leave. Ooh, we have a purse. And some food. Yeah, what happens if I do this? Oh, that was fortunate, wasn't it? I'd like that bread roll. No. Jesus. Thank you. Alright. What was your story? I've decided to take the plunge. If my records are correct, there should be a stash of fire crystals in the lowest oubliettes, I don't know if that's how you pronounce that word, which was sealed for centuries but has been since opened up by the barracks. I'll need the crystals for the torches if I'm going to get the Mystic Soul. Yeah, that rings a bell for sure. That absolutely rings a bell. Need to hang on to those. Can I light these things? So unlike other particular types of arrows, maybe gas arrows behave the same way. These ones don't arc. They basically just fly in a straight line, and they are aligned with the very top of the reticle there. So if I want to hit the torch, I aim here. And I think if I don't put any pressure into it, like that, it defies gravity and just floats over there. None of the other arrows behave that way. It's just fire arrows which do not travel in an arc. Alright, we don't need to switch those torches on. At this point, there's only one way I can go. And further to the east. Cutting back. And now we're dropping. There's an X there. I see that clearly in the center of the screen. Am I going to get hurt if I fall here? Not from the fall, no. He's running, but I need to kill him. We're not playing Ultima 4 today. Jeez. Not getting those arrows back. I think that area to the left, I think that's where I came from originally. Alright, fine. You're probably going to lead me into an ambush if I chase you. Yep, that's where it came from. Okay, so I've done a loop. Good to know. We're in a massive barrack tunnel. There is a rope arrow here which leads northwest. We have a tunnel to the northeast. I had my chance there, didn't I? Come here, you little bastards. I'm moving as fast as I possibly can, but the sword actually slows me down. If I was doing editing here, I'd put some Benny Hill music in. And then I'll probably get the MC8 for it. Ah, finally, I can make the stream entertaining at last. Come on. There you go. 3 slashes. Minion, how you doing, dude? Thank you for hanging out. Poor little barracks, they were spewing poisonous shit at me, dude. Alright, I think we have 2 exits here. We have one to the northwest and one to the northeast. I assume the northwest is going to take me towards the main mission, so let's try the northeast first. Although it looks like it's just looping me back around. No, we're heading north? Never mind. Oh, God. Alright, I spy a rope at the back, so someone's been here. Look at this, I'm almost out of broadheads. I started with 50 and I'm down to less than 20 now. Was it worth it? Ooh. Another dead thief. So I think I'm breaking into their home. I mean, we built this first, I guess. Then they moved in. And by we, I mean it could have been anyone but us, but you know. Another scroll. It appears I was wrong about the Mystic's heart, and I will die for my mistake. The ancient tablet I found said that the heart will be in a room of statues, whose gaze is death. But though there are statues here, it's clear to me now that this is not that place. I dare not go back down. The barracks prowl below in numbers, angered at my intrusion. Unless they leave, I will starve in this godforsaken place. That's no way to go, dude. No way to go at all. Right, well, I've got some water arrows, but that's not really what I need right now. I need loot and some broadheads. So many dead barracks. It's so sad because I wasn't responsible. Right, this is not where I started, right? Or is it? Okay, it is. So if I go this way and do a loop. Just trying to get my bearings. Yeah, if I head south here, that should take me back to where, or the large room where I entered these tunnels. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Let's turn west. That's all she wrote. Alright. In that case, I've got to go to the previous room and climb the rope. I'm terrified that I've missed the merchants area though. I imagine I can come back for it. I've got to get it outside as an objective, so we'll get back to the start of the mission. If I need to break into that area, I'll figure it out at some point. Where am I headed? I see an arrow, and I see... Is that a sheer drop? We could survive that. There's water down there, and as we all know, if you jump in there in a video game, you'll survive, but if you jump in there in real life, you'll die very quickly. Okay, this was the jump that was mentioned in the memo, or the papyrus. Someone failed to make a jump here. Oh, are we in the halls? We are.
tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
Where is the music even coming from? Like, I don't imagine they've kidnapped someone and having them play music down here, but, you know. I don't know how the world of Thief works. So we're entering this place from the east. Get that right eventually. Zombies! Lots of zombies. How many zombies can we gather up before I have to use a holy water? And oh god, there's potentially at least 7. So I've got decisions to make. Do I try and dodge them or do I just go nuclear? Just trying to map this place out of my head. Oh god. Can't squeeze past you. Or you, probably. That's terrible. Do we have splash damage here? We do. We can do splash damage with the water arrows. Oh, terrible shot. Although it hit you. That was very lucky. Right, so there's 2. There's a 3rd of sorts here. No. Not fast enough. There's a 3rd. There's a dead body here. Gotta head south. And that's where we came in. Okay, so... yeah, this is not mapped 1-to-1, I think. This is where I murdered most of the zombies, I think. Then I head east, went through 2 of them. Couldn't get into this one, I had to head south. I think I'm around here where the cursor is. And the entrance is here. So I've got decisions to make. Do I burn my water arrows taking those dudes out, or do I just try and dodge them for a bit? Or do I check this area out? You know what, let me check this area out. Let's make this jump. Oh, nice. Because, yeah, there's absolutely a dead body down here. This is the dude who failed to make the jump. His bedroll's there. We have a book here. Felix doesn't care, but we've definitely found signs that Adolfo has been here before us. I don't know if he found that fabulous gemstone he always said was here, but if it's still here, it's worth more than the lousy horn of quintuplets, or whatever the thing is called. If I'm reading the signs right, Adolfo was convinced something useful was deep down below the Brogue tunnels. How deep? Like underwater here, deep? If there is something there, I'd like to check that out. There's nothing in the water here, right? Two more. You know what? I can probably sneak past these dudes because we're in darkness now. And by that I mean I'm going to get spotted instantly, right? Oh, there's so many paths here. Holy shit. I'll hug the left-hand wall. Okay, we're not going through there. There's zombies ahead. Yeah, I think I saw that bridge as I was panicking, running through that area and taking out zombies. I'm trying to move faster here, but I'm swimming very slowly. There's nothing down here. It's like I'm fighting a current, but there actually is no currents. Right, where are we? Still in the halls. Am I just in the halls full stop? Because if I am, I'm loading. Yeah, we've been here. So I went up to the end there and then hung a right. What is down, say, this path here? Don't mind me, fellas. I'm just visiting. Please don't kill me. That leads back to the drop. What about that second path on the right? This path. No, that just leads to the same area. Does this really lead nowhere? I don't think there's anywhere else to go here. There are two paths to the right, but they both lead to the same place. We have a path off to the right here, which sort of leads me into a red tunnel, but that just takes me into the halls. I think I've learned nothing. I mean, I've learned that I don't want to load nearly again because I have to go all the way around, but... yeah, okay. Let me just head towards the halls. I thought there would be more to this area, but it's either hidden and I've missed it, or this is simply it. It's just an alternate way to get into the halls. Yeah, we either rope our way out here, or we use the stairs. And I really would like to... oh, hello. Did I miss this? I missed that. Okay, it's starting to come back to me now. That thing absolutely has a use. Absolutely has a use. If I can gather up all the zombies, I'd love to take them out with water arrows. I think we're directly above where we just were. once again, who needs healing potions when we've got quick load and quick save? Yep, didn't even see that one there. If I remember correctly, there's some loot here. We've been down there. So in the northwest corner, I can go up. We can go up a fairway. That leads to a dead end. Yeah, the zombies are like me, chat. They're not terribly smart. Okay, dead end again. Another dead thief. I'm so close. I hears the sound of the horn echoing all around. That coward Sutter. He left me an hour ago after Cather blundered into a trap, but you can bet I'll be finding the prize on my own. It seems that I'm not the first grave robber to muck about in these halls. The infamous Adolfo was down here, probably after one of the richer but heavily warded treasures. It looks like he failed, the poor bugger. This part of the tombs is filled with traps, and there's no way I'm plundering some of these crypts, but the horn's gonna be mine. I know it. If the rumours are true, the sound of the horn should be keeping any local barracks happy and peaceful like, with no thoughts of bothering old Felix. My only trouble now be my dwindling supply of holy water. I thought there would be a font in this area, but I'm blasted if I can find it. And the dead seems to be getting restless about something. I do have memories of there being a font down here somewhere. I don't remember where it is either. So if this is the third one, I'm here right now, and then the entrance is to the east side here. Is it in here? No. Yeah, this place is massive and very, very confusing. Having problems climbing that ladder. Just want to see if there's any loot up here. Got to check the ladders below as well. I don't see any across there either. Oh my god, where am I? Right, well, I recognize that room. Ah! Dead end. Just like that. Right now I'm just struggling to get my bearings for the ground floor and seeing if I've missed anything on said ground floor. So this is where I started. There's another area up on the top right there where I've not been. I think I've done a full loop of this a couple of times, but I've not been in that area there. I assume if I want to get up there, I have to go up.
In music. How classy.
Thank you, Garrett. Got a texture bug going on there. Is that a... That is. It's a golden bone of some sort. These are the stairs. Alright, at this point I think I've seen everything that I'm going to see on the ground floor. So I need to start making my way up. I go up here, I'm turning left. Or I can go forward. Let me check out forward first, because that's probably going to trigger the zombie. I may as well get this done now and then load. Is there anything up here? It's here, isn't it? Yeah, it's not there. I thought this was the Holy Water Fonts. Alright, the barracks. The barracks are supposed to be docile, but they're not. Don't know if that's a mod thing or something else, perhaps. This is a long path which is leading me northwest. Okay, he's following me. Nothing in the center, so I can just waltz on straight through. Hell. Right, there is definitely something down there. Let me make another hard save here. I seize it, but I don't know how to get to it just yet. Alright, what is down here? That's the thing about this game. Garrett is very... For the want of a better word, he is very slippery. I should be able to make that, but it's probably going to take me about 20 attempts. Ah, jumping puzzles. The best aspect of 90s design. The Mystic's Heart. Or the Soul. Don't remember which. This is clearly the room that I have to cross. And these statues will paralyze me with their gaze. He upon whom the gaze of the Guardian falls, he shall be destroyed. women can be thieves too. Yeah, I think if I walk in front of that arrow. We have fireballs thrown in this. Okay. We're not going that way. Could maybe go this way. How far do you cut in? Alright, we're not crossing this way. Let's start by going around this column here. But look at this. I don't know how we get around the one on our left there. Okay. I thought it was facing me, but whatever. We have two... Okay, so the way this one is angled, the one that's closest, I assume we have to go the far side of the right-hand column. Gonna go left-hand side of this column. Through here to avoid this one directly ahead. Then wind our way around this one. Boom. How's your day going, dude? You are what we call in the business a chunky boy. Whoa. Alright, so we can just teleport out once we get there. Can I grab this thing and run? Because I really don't want to have to fight you. Is he going to follow me through the teleporter? Right, well I hope that's everything that I need to do down there. I don't think there was any other loot or anything else down here to grab. So I could try doing this properly, couldn't I? You know, actually being a thief. I'm crouched, I'm walking forward, and I've got slow toggled on, so I'm moving as slowly as I possibly can. He hasn't heard me. Fuck. How about no? I don't think he'd follow us, so I think that's it. We've got the Mystic's Heart. That's one of the 3 major objectives done. We need the horn, we need the Mystic Soul, and I need 2,000 in loot, which is looking further away than ever. Right, where am I? Did you wake up? You did not. Yeah, how do I get to here? I've been into the interior of that room for sure. There was nothing up these ladders. There's potentially something below me. Other than, you know, zombies. I think I can make this jump here. Marad. Heading north. Do you have any good loot in this garish crypt of yours? That can't be it, surely. That cannot be it. There's got to be something in here. Something of value. Alright, I found something of value. Awesome. Is that it? I don't see any wooden panels up there that I could use for a rope arrow. I think that might actually be it. That's terrible. There was just that one goblet. That was it. Where did I find 1,000 gems? Oh, that would have been the Mystic Soul. Whatever. Right, well that was terribly depressing. I was expecting something great in there, and yeah, nothing. Right, so this area here, I don't believe I've been here. We're in this little nook here. Yeah, I've definitely not been down there. There's no entrance down, and I can't fall down because that will kill me instantly. I'd like to go south, if only because there's nothing here. There's got to be something secret here, perhaps, or maybe it's just going to take me back to the west into the other area. Right, never mind. Don't know if that's a trap or not. That leads nowhere. We are north of the northeast round thingamabob. Right, I can go down here clearly. Alright, let's spend a rope arrow.
Stay away from my face, thief, or you'll be sorry.
I'm already sorry for even starting to play this. Already sorry for playing this game. Yeah, I was expecting something, but that was very abrupt. Holy shit. Valuable gems. I think that's all that's down here. Worth it. Unless I get back up here and get ambushed by a bunch of zombies now. Alright, let's head through this door, and I think that's going to take me around to the ramp on my right. Maybe. But I might need to drop down to get there. No? Alright, let's hold that thought for a bit. So at the moment I think I'm near the stairs. Yeah, the stairs are just off to my left. We have a lot of paths. Nothing hiding behind you. It's a dead end. That looks suspicious as hell. That was the last thing I was expecting to see. Alright, so technically that counts as outside, so I guess if I complete my objectives, I can come back here to complete the mission. I don't need to go back to the very start. If indeed that is even possible at this point. Pretty sure it is, though. Right, we have a way out. I just need to proceed to the northeast corner here. We'll climb up from here, proceed to the northeast, and then go around into this little nook. But at this point, I need to retrace my steps and continue exploring the halls. There was nothing that way, there's no jumps. We're just above there, looking down on these stairs. Jump across into there, into the center. Saw that from there. More barrack tunnels. Are these the docile barracks? If so, that would indicate that the Horn of Quintus is nearby. Are you friendly? Okay. If I can locate the horn here, I won't pick it up, or I'll make a save before I pick it up, because I don't want to activate them just yet. Quintus! That seems very promising. Yeah, lots of wide open areas. There's probably an area where I can just... It's probably this path that I'm taking right now until I run into barracks. Yeah, I need to map a path out of here before I take the horn, very clearly. There will be an optimal route. That's where I came in, I believe. Yeah. Alright. I'll take a quick look here, but I'm going to load. I do not want to take the horn just yet.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Aye. You might not be Garrus, but I certainly am. My feet are tingling. Does anyone else get that? When they're at heights or thinking about heights, their feet start to tingle? Or is it just me? Guessing I've got to jump into the center. Oh, where is it? Where am I going? Maybe a rope arrow, maybe another ladder somewhere that's eluding me. There's a ladder there, but that leads down. Where is it? Yeah. I think I saw it right at the end there. The worst part about this is I've got to do it again, because I don't want to grab the horn just yet. Right, passing a ladder here. Where is the next ladder? It's about 3 o'clock. Oh god, you want me to make that ah! Yeah, we're doing a whole bunch of quick saving, quick loading when we get back here. Alright. Up there. You can do it, Garrus. No, this wasn't going that way. And then jumping into the sensor. I remember this jump. That's the thing that's generating all the noise. We grab that. The noise stops, the barracks activate, and then we have to GTFO. So before I can do that, I need to grab the Mystic's Heart, or the Soul rather. Find 2,000 in loot, but honestly, the Mystic's Heart should hopefully tip me over that edge. Then go back for the Horn of Quintus and then get out. Nothing over here, okay. Let's head into the sensor here. Okay, that wasn't a dead end. I'm just a dumbass. Is this going to take me back to the ground floor? It is not. Close, but not quite. Oh, that looks promising. Ah, okay, so I've got vague memories of this. This is where we need to return the bones, but I don't recall why. Right, we found our holy water. Thing is, it's a long way away from the zombies, so I can use it, but there's really no advantage in doing so. That was the ladder. Ladder's there. Yeah, we can drop these gold bones into the coffin here. So I can like drop it here, nothing happens, but if I drop it into the coffin, something happens. So I've got just so I can smack those out. 2 hands or 2 arms or other. 1 leg and a skull. So I'm assuming I'm missing a leg. Yeah, it just disappears into the ether here, but something is happening. I don't remember exactly what. what the consequences are or whether this is actually necessary. But right now, I'm missing a leg. I'll be very blunt, I've got no idea where to find it. Alright, so that is the Hammerite crypts. We've been there. We've been in the Morant family. We've been in the Quinces family. I have not seen the frigging Alaris or the Noble Houses. I mean, it does say probably inaccessible, but I think that's a troll. I think that is accessible. I'm just not sure how to get there. It's probably something right at the very start of the mission. Alright, so what have we here? Fire mages. I've got the weaponry, let's just use it. Whoa! Interesting. Anyone want some while I'm... Alright, well that seemed like a bit of a waste. Did this guy reignite somewhere, or is he just fucked off into the ether? I think he may have disappeared, and he dropped me some fire crystals, which is... good, I guess. What are we doing? Ah, I see, we need to light the things up here. Here goes. Alright. Let's get to work. Are you gonna run away from that, or are you still coming at me? Drop your fire arrows, let's go. How many zombies do we have? A lot. Right, if I get more, I'll start using my fire arrows. Potions! Right. Didn't mean to do that. Need to do that. Okay, middle door is locked. Yeah, I'm done fucking with you, sir. Let's see what's beyond here. This definitely rings a bell. This area is trapped to high heaven. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can throw. Is there anything here that's not trapped? Skull is not heavy enough. Oh god, look at that. Can I maybe rob the side there? Yeah, we all know where this is going. I've seen that movie, chat. Alright, can we all just calm down, please? Thank you. I've 6,000% seen that movie, Chad. Alright, 2,000 loot, so we just need to grab the horn now and get out. I'm certain there's so much more I can grab here though, but I must have missed those other vaults. Alright, at this point, I've had enough. I want to get out of here. So, in order to get to the horn, we need to go this way, I believe. Don't think I'm going entirely the right way here, but just gonna let this play out. No, we're not going that way. What time is it? I think I've got enough time to look at assassins tonight. Right, how are we escaping from here? Okay, so we start by heading right, then we hug the left-hand wall, go straight, and then across to the exit. That is, of course, assuming these guys don't move. If they move, then I've got some issues. I mean, I've got issues regardless, but I've got more issues if they move. And I'm hoping that getting into that...
I'm not afraid of heights.
Sorry for interrupting you there, Garrus. I'm hoping that getting into that little nook is enough to class as... What was the objective? Getting back to the surface. I hope that counts. If it doesn't count, then I'm going to have to go out the long way, and I think I can do that, but it's a long way away. Alright, we're here. We're going to roughly 2 or 3... Ah! We're going down. That's where we're going. Straight down. Let me make a save. Okay, the ladder's over here. And now I'm not sure if we can just jump straight into the center from here, or whether we actually have to grab the ledge on our rise. No, we can just go straight there. That is a troll. Alright. We've got what we came here for. The objectives are done. We just need to get out. Okay, I now understand why that ledge exists. Fuck, that was dangerous. Alright, going down here. Cross there. Down here. I'll take the hit. Alright. Let's see if my route works. If not, I'm just going to make a run for it. Turning right. Hugging the left-hand wall. Going straight across. We have 2 barracks directly on our left. We're just looking at them. Then turning right and going straight to the exit. Nope, never mind. Wrong way. Gotta go this way. I prefer the music, chat. Right. Yeah, this isn't a good run simply because I think I've missed like 40% of the loot at least. As long as the last objective pops here, I'll take it. How much was there? Not that much more. Wow. I really do wonder if you can get into those two inaccessible areas, the merchants area and the noble area. From memory, I think it is possible, and there's probably some good loot to grab there, but the majority of that loot is actually part of the objectives here. The Mystic Soul and the Mystic's Heart. Alright, so I think I've got enough time to take a look at Assassins tonight, so let's do it. The ancient corruption was again contained. To do more would have upset the balance, but we knew to remain ever vigilant, lest it resurface. Neither the Hammers nor the Pagans could be trusted not to meddle. Keep your animals.
I had some money to spare after disposing of the horn, so it seemed time to invest in some new tools. Farkas is one of the few merchants willing to risk selling to an independent like me, and his prices are steep. But the other choice is to let one of the so-called city wardens give me orders, and take a cut of my profits. They've been after me for years to join one of their stables, but I'm not interested. Maybe they'll get the idea and give up. More likely, they'll just ramp up the threats. Nothing I can't handle if I'm careful. And lucky. And my luck seems to have finally turned for the better.
We've got some lockpicks. Assassins. Now that you've got the finest in lockpicks, you can go after more challenging and lucrative targets. How about the local Hammer Temple? Get at least 1,000 loot. Hey, yeah, on the previous mission we didn't have this don't kill anyone objective. I mean, it was sort of implied because we had to fight zombies in barracks, but it was quite odd that we didn't see it. A true professional doesn't leave a mess, don't kill anyone. I do wish that the difficulty actually changed the number here. Alright, so what have we got? Moss arrows, fire arrows. We have the lockpicking instructions. Since selling thief tools with no instructions can produce angry thieves, Farkas provides a brief owner's manual for his wares. I think we can figure that out. How much are the fire arrows? 300. Yeah, here we go. It does not arc in flight, so aim on the top of the bow sight. That will be very useful to know at least one mission ago. Explode on impact, damaging its target. Good use of the apostrophe. And setting burnables such as torches on fire. 40 broadheads should be enough for anyone. Yeah, let's purchase some moss. I'm happy with that.
That shot was meant for me.
Yes, I'm sure it was Garrett dead. Let's head back now.
These creeps are gonna lead me right back to whoever sent them to kill me, but only if I can tail them without them noticing me.
Plot twist. So Garrett is an independence thief. He's being pressured to join a guild or something like that, and yeah. These dudes just tried to kill him and failed. Anything in here that I can grab? Yes. Arrows. Lots of arrows. Where'd they go? Looking straight at me. Alright, we have given up on the Loot the Hammer Temple for at least 1,000. Trail the thugs who just tried to assassinate you without being detected. This bridge. See if we can creep across it. If I lose sight of them, it's all over. No, you don't have any loot. That's a problem. You didn't see me.
Nothing there now. Nothing now.
There's a guard directly ahead of me down those stairs. Do you have a purse? You do not.
Thought I heard someone back there.
Yep. I definitely can't walk over that. I have to crouch, walk, or creep forward.
Weird back there. Someone's on our
No.
tail.
Alright, this could be a problem. I go around, perhaps? No, I think I've lost him. Definitely lost him. Do I have a map? I do. Alright, so we're heading down a ramp somewhere, heading west, then south. Heading west. Maybe we're around here, not sure. He's looking. We have a path to the west, or the east rather. Yeah, I see him. We're at this intersection here, and we're heading towards Hightown. This path curves to the right and then back. Oh no. Yeah.
Stop. Is someone following us?
Follow.
Nothing now.
Let's see if I can break into that house. Do you have a purse, sir? You do not. Yeah, we're clearly heading to this section of the map. We're past that point already, very clearly. Another bridge.
Someone behind us.
We're asking that question a lot. Okay, this was a mistake and it's probably just gotten me killed. Okay, now we're in this area. Ah, see that little blue thing there? That was the little pool of water that we just saw. Sorry. Is that a... kind of looks like a floor plate, but no, I think it's intended to be a doormat.
Nothing there now.
Seems clear enough now.
So, these are Ramirez's boys. I think it's time I dealt with Mr. Ramirez once and for all.
Ramirez. I don't know if that was mentioned in Lord Bafford's Manor or not, as one of the names in the book. Time to show Ramirez who the real criminal mastermind is. Break into his mansion and take what he values most, his wealth. First from his belt should make the points. Loot the mansion for valuables, you need at least 2,000 worth. Double what we originally started with. Locate his prized silver fire poker, it's worth quite a bit. Get out of the mansion and don't kill anyone. Was this here before? Because if it was, I completely missed it.
Yorick tells me
Oh.
the hammers are gonna close down Craig's Club.
Yeah, he's tapping you. Where are they gonna put the poor saps they grabbed?
Dunno. Toss them into a well or something. Anyhow, they just don't have enough guys no more.
Kinda sad. Used to be the power. Now they're just a bunch of guys wishing for the old days.
The Hammers are a bunch of guys wishing for the old days. Aren't we all? Alright, so we don't have to deal with barracks or zombies this time, hopefully. I mean, the guards kind of behave like zombies, but we don't have to use holy water on them to incapacitate
Did
them.
you hear that too?
What was that noise?
I think there's someone.
What noise?
There absolutely is. I'm just getting my bearings. Sounds like there might be some dudes above me. Yeah,
I'll
that's
find you.
crunchy gravel, and that's no good.
Damn you.
Swearing you wish new days would be good instead, they
Drop
really
that
are.
weapon.
Yeah,
Don't-
I feel you, man. You're not alone, don't worry. I feel you. That's way too slow. Alright, let's try the west side.
Who goes there?
Yeah, you've seen us. Oof, okay. How are we breaking in here? I don't think I'm just going through the front door.
Who's there? Hey!
Yeah, going through the front door is a bad idea. We've established that now. We can potentially go west, but I'm going to have to take it very slow and stay close to the wall. What about this side? Could maybe extinguish that torch.
Huh? Don't see anything now.
Line bastards. Yeah, I'd like to take you out. But I think you're a bit too close to me. Yeah.
Ah! Who are you?
Alright, how do we handle this? I don't think there's any other way in from the exterior. Nothing that we can rip. Wonder if I can maybe climb up the side there, but I don't think that's the thing. I'll just say that right now. Because it would involve probably going around here and trying to find an alternate path into... maybe? Maybe.
Seems peaceful enough now.
I'm not getting through there. I can't swim against that flow, but that's interesting. That is potentially a way out. That room was a dead end, unfortunately. There's nothing up there. There was definitely nothing in here, right? I wish I can get in there, but that flow means that I can't. Hello. This is a long shot. Is there anywhere lower than this wall? I don't think so. I think that wall is the same height. That's not a door. Can't get over there. It's suspicious that these crates are here, that's all I'll say. I'll try this, but if not, then I'm just going to need to make a run for it inside, maybe use a moss arrow, and just try and get past the guards. I'm a genius. Alright, there is a guard on the opposite side of this wall. Right there.
What's that? Who goes? That's the last time I jump for rats.
Alright, so we have a door. No locked doors yet. Plenty of non-interactable doors, but no locked doors. Okay, there's someone else ahead of me. Are you facing me? You absolutely are. That is a problem. So, if I wanted to approach you, I guess I'd have to snuff that torch and try and approach you and hope that I don't get spotted. Or I've got to distract you somehow. Alternatively, I can just drop down here, can't I? That is probably a better option. And yeah, that is clearly our way out. That is how we get out. Can't actually go back now. Alright. We've got at least one patrolling out here that I would like to take care of, but let me just have a look around here first. Can I climb up there? Flow's not too bad here. Alright, so this manor is nowhere near as large as Lord Bafford's. That's a good thing, hopefully, because I don't want to spend too long losing it. Alright. I could maybe make that jump, but it's going to be tricky. Is this guy back here? Oh, missed that door. No, who knows where this guy's gone? The guy patrolling this side. Any loose? Nothing. Can I make this jump? I think I can. I just got to time it right and maybe put the blackjack away. Alright, one more attempt. Alright, the door is locked. We have a triangle tooth lockpick and a square tooth lockpick. The instructions. Lockpick instruction manual. Yes, I'm showing you how to do crimes. If you're offended by that, don't watch. To use a lockpick, use and hold it on a locked door for a few seconds. The handle of the door will move slowly to the open position, and you'll hear a continuous clicking until the handle turns and the door pops open. If you hear only a single short click, try using the other lockpick. If the handle jiggles but ends up only moving parts of the way, you'll need to switch lockpicks and continue picking the door. You may need to switch picks more than once. If neither lockpick works, it means that the lock cannot be picked, and it's time to go find the key. Note that you must be quite close to a door to pick it, closer than you would need to be to open it normally. Alright. Let's open this door. Not sure that's how doors work, but whatever. Alright. No fire crystals in there.
Peaceful, isn't it?
Enjoy it while it lasts, friend. His fatness will be back soon to make our lives miserable again.
Where is he then? I haven't seen him tonight.
Down in the cellar again, counting his loot. I hope he stays down there all night.
Sounds like Ramirez is down in the cellar, counting his loot. This floor is so loud. Thankfully, it doesn't sound like anyone's in here. Candlesticks. It was me in the library with the candlesticks. We have loot. Not sure exactly what loot yet because I can't find it. We have a ring. We have some candlesticks. We have some dank lore. Master Ramirez, I beg your attention. While, as you say, there is most certainly breach in the direct boon pit, my subordinates can't pronounce that word, informed me that this is due to the encroach of hammer patrols among the patrons, and that my immediate direct boon controller? What kind of word is that? Ginny has been unable to deal with the problem. Should this qualify as full breach, I must regretfully insist that the breach is on Ginny's part and not mine. Throwing her under the bus. I am, of course, happy to furnish all ledgers for verification. Lord Bafford. Yeah, we saw some dodgy shit in his counting room. Master Vrinder, I think that's how it's pronounced. Recall our previous conversation about untapped sources? Can you find any precedent on going into the walled section of the old quarter? There's all that crap about walking evil, but you know how the hammers are. 10 to 1 gets there's all sorts of property. No known heir, free for picking without even having to pay guilt for lawful overlook. Anywho, no rush on this one. Better to look into it on the quiet rather than rile the hammers or let Reputo or Webster hear about it. Ramirez. The old quarter. We'll be going there at some point in the game. Don't recall if that's halfway through or 3/4 through, but the old quarter is sealed off by the hammers, presumably, and there's danger there. These folk think we can just waltz into the old quarter and loot the place. Sounds lucrative for us. Okay, so it looks like there's only one exit from this room. Or I should say one exit where we haven't been. Jackpot. We are rich, boys. But as always, under late-stage capitalism, we are not rich enough. Alright, just picked up some sort of arrows, but not sure which. I can't really tell looking at that. What are the... Just looking for the shortcuts, the F shortcuts for the lockpicks. Oh, okay, so I need to use 2 on this one. I do hear a voice, but it's a long way away.
I sent them on a special errand. Some fellow he wants dead. A thief. Name of Garrett.
I've heard of him. Garrett. No one to be trifled with. That's what I heard.
Not anymore if he's had a visit from those two.
Huh?
Tell me more. Porbeck, how are you doing? This is mission 4 or 5, I believe. Assassins. If you count the tutorial, it is mission 5. If you don't, it's mission 4. Someone else was in here. More loot. More arrows. Boys, while I appreciate your enthusiasm, I must point out that breaking legs is, really, rather inefficient if we wish our clients to be able to pursue their rather active lives in order to immediately repay their debts. I encourage your initiative in this area. Perhaps you might take a lesson from the gardener and his hedge clippers, who trims off one branch while leaving the rest to grow. Jesus. And most of our clients do start with fingers to spare. This game goes dark. That's probably an alarm system, isn't it? It's an alarm system. Nothing behind those crates? No? Alright, let's try the ladder. I can't hear anyone above me. I'm sorry, I'm just appreciating the music for a moment. I think this must be a secret passage leading to a room directly in front of me, but I wasn't able to find a switch. Hello, so... is there a book here? Is there a book or a cunningly hidden switch here, perhaps? Yeah, in my experience, there'll be a switch around here or a book that I can interact with that will open up that passage. But I don't see it. Alright. Let me continue exploring the top floor. We think the dude is downstairs in the cellar counting his money, so that's where we'll end the mission. 650 loose. Need more. We always need more. We went through that door on the left. That door leads to that room that I was just looking at. What do we have on the right here?
Who's
Yeah, I think the thing about doors being opened only applies to Thief 2. Because he didn't notice that the door had been changed or toggled. Right, I think I've been in here. I have not. Again, a completely untextured, or I don't want to say untextured, but undecorated room. I was hoping to run into the room that I, with the ladder downstairs, but I don't see it here. Alright, going back upstairs for now. If indeed I can find the way upstairs. Just trying to map this area mentally in my head. Right, I have a large corridor or courtyard here. Stairs leading down in the northwest corner. Just looking for more shortcuts up there. I wish there was a shortcut to get back to the compass. I'll probably map that at some point. I assume this is the master bedroom. No one else would have their an alarm button next to their bed. Or, you know, a private spa like this. Complete with seat for someone to watch. Yep, looking outside. Is there anything out here on this balcony? No. Got another little tower over there. With what looks like an explosive inside there. I won't trigger that. Okay, that's confusing. Why do you have Hammerite's tapestries in your bedroom? Is that your day job? There's nothing in here. Again, a room with nothing in there. Not even any, like, furniture or decals, anything else. It's just an empty room. Ah!
Nothing here now.
I'm playing on expert. Alright, as much as I would like to dump you in the spa, I'm not allowed to kill you. So many locked doors. How are we doing on those? Lord Ramirez, the reinforced walls and steel door have been duly installed about your counting room, but I must warn you that we cannot guarantee them against burrow tunneling. We've got more burrows, really. If you do not move the creatures out of the basement, into a more distant area, we cannot be held responsible for the potential damages. Toll, Camric, and Sons. Thank you for the warning, game. We got more barracks to deal with. I did remember that, just so you know. Alright. I don't remember a hole in the counting room wall, though. More hammer tapestries, so it's not just in his bedroom.
Halt, thief! I see.
Hell. Where's my last save? How far back am I? Oh, I missed this. It's like my living room downstairs. Just, you know, they're not placed in gold like that.
What's there?
Frustrating because I had the lockpicks out. It thought I was trying to lockpick that thing with the lock, even though it wasn't locked. Hey, if you're listening, Night Dive, just quietly, I would kill for a remake of this game. Although Night Dive is probably just going to do a port, so... IDOS Montreal, if you still exist, I would kill for a remake of this game. Right. I think the timing's roughly the same. Yep, he's right there. Okay, he's into the room. Is he going to come all the way?
Something there.
Let's see if you notice the
See
door.
anything now? And what's
That's a
going
man.
on over there?
What keys do I have? Are they all... We've got 2 courtyard keys, 2 storage room keys, and 1 basement key. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? I assume this leads outdoors. Close enough. Well, that's fucking terrible. Damn, it's hidden in here, in a secret area. I thought about checking this fireplace, but I'm like, yeah, it's just going to lead out to the open sky. There won't be anything there. Damn it. That's one of our objectives. Is it worth any good loot? 1705? 200. Alright, that's good. That's good. That's very good. We've almost met our loot target and we have found the poker. So, at this point, we need to find Ramirez, take the purse from his belt, and I imagine there is loot in the counting room, which will tip us over 2,000 very easily. But I'm not going to go down there. We have the central courtyard area. This is the front door, which was guarded. We had a chat to you earlier.
Something there.
Sorry, just trying to find the right combination of buttons. Okay, so at this point I think the top floor is pretty much explored. Let's go downstairs and take a look around. So at this point I can clearly see we're in the southeast corner of the mansion here. We've been in this room. We've been up that ladder that takes us back to the library. That is going to take us to the front hall, and there's going to be a dude on our left who's going to spot us immediately. And I've got to lockpick this door for the privilege of that. No, okay, it's a bit further in. It's a bit further in. Alright. We have 2,000 loose. close these doors, shouldn't I? Right, I think we've been on the opposite side of this door. I've not explored this area thoroughly. Saw that room and got very confused by it. The cellar. The cellar's in the northwest corner. Okay, another weird room. We have stairs over there. This way is going to take us into the courtyard, I believe, which I can probably open with this. I suppose there's any good loot in the water here. But there is a papyrus. No, they don't throw their coins in there. Alright, what we got? Mean idea? It's not as bad as it seems. Sir isn't so harsh if you learn his habits. When he's upstairs like the library, cosset him with tea and cakes, and chat of the household doings. When he's in the cellar with his gold though, don't dare bother him unless he rings for you, and then hop to it like the tricksters on your tail. Lizzie. The trickster being the pagan god. We are outside. Okay. Let's take the door to our right. More stairs. Okay, I have more stairs going down.
This isn't supposed to look.
How about no? Okay, clearly I've entered a populated area of the mansion. I'm tempted to use some water arrows here just to try and make the area a bit safer. Jesus Christ. There's probably some good loot in here, but getting to it is going to be more hassle than it's worth.
Hey, did you see someone over there?
If you did, you're doing well, because I can't see you.
Guess it was nothing. Show yourself! Don't think you can...
Alright, it's not safe for me to go this way because that guy's right there.
That weapon! Don't move.
Yeah, that's not happening. Do I need to go into this side of the mansion at all? Honestly, not really. I've got the appropriate amount of loot.
Did you see something over there?
Is
Show
someone
yourself!
there?
Yeah, this... The entire west side of the mansion is populated. And honestly, I don't feel the need to go in there, so... I think what I'll do is head to the northwest corner and take the stairs down. We're at 2,180 loot, that is more than enough. Just getting my directions. Facing north at the moment, aren't I? Yes, good. have a path leading south. Again, lots of weird, undefined rooms. So it just says, don't know how I got away with that, but fine. Let's follow you because you're probably going to... I heard something ring, so you're probably bringing food or drink to the master. Yeah, you're heading towards this long corridor leading south. Right, he's leaving the way he came. I assume that's Ramirez. Although why he's carrying a mace, I'm not entirely sure.
Would have sworn I saw something.
You did. You saw a little fire
No,
thing.
nothing could get in here. Maybe I should send some muscle after the stone.
It may be time for me to move along now. Don't want to wear out my welcome.
You think? Not before we've broken into these, though. Oh, okay, both of these are not working on that, so do I have a key that can get me inside? No. What about this one? Right, so both these chests are locked and I can't open them. Counting. Willoughby Bright. Stone Market Cutpurse. Skipping or guilt for the 5th time. Not worth the trouble. Public bounty of 200. Garrett. South Quarter Independence Thief. Denied cut 3 times. Sent Quince and Jacko out to shorten him. Overlord's Fancy. God, that's triggering me. Gambling Den. Check with Raputo. Is it his? Either way, someone's not talking to someone they should. Yeah, we're going there on the next mission, and I'm not looking forward to it. You thought the Bonehoard was bad, that's all I can say. Right, does this open these? It does. What have we got? Virtually nothing. Alright, so I do not want to leave this place before I've thoroughly explored the cellar, just in case there's some more good loot down here. Okay, spoiler alert, I'm gonna need it for the next mission. Alright, there is no more good loot down here. It's just basically a square room, counting room, corridor leading up, the servants' quarters, and this area here, and I believe there's a bunch of barracks hiding around here. Alright, fine. That's it? Damn, that is disappointing. I thought that
What
would
sort
actually...
of a lunatic keeps these things as pets?
I agree, Garrett, but what sort of lunatic designs a level where they put this in, they put a note saying, oh, the barracks might burrow in, it's dangerous, I can't guarantee, blah, blah, blah. And then it's literally just a dead end. Why would you do that? This area seems to exist for the sole purpose of killing these two barracks, and that's it. There's no loot. There's no way out. You just come here for the sole purpose of maybe murdering these two poor barracks. So yeah, if you're a psychopath, you would come into this section of the level, I guess. Alright, I think we just have to retrace our steps now and get out. Damn, that's so confusing. Why would they not... I'll stop whinging. Went straight past it. What is this way? Thought those were gold coins for a sec, but no. More weird rooms with nothing in them. Confirmed. Okay, this is taking me up to the opposite side of the servants' quarters, isn't it? Ah, no, we're seeing these stairs. So the servants' quarters is elsewhere down there. It possibly leads back into one of the rooms upstairs. One of the rooms where I opened the doors and immediately noped out of there. Let's confirm that. But otherwise, I think we're just exiting and taking the river and getting out. Yeah, it was up here.
Huh? Is someone there? Hey.
I would love to explore this place, if only because I see that note on the thing.
Don't hurt me. Help. What I heard, there's a different moon. One that takes all the light.
Doesn't exactly help.
Is someone there?
Did you say something?
What does that say? Lazy slobs. If I visit with my babies and again find that they have not been fed properly, I shall take the horsewhip to the lot of you. The poor dears must be given live food. Their delicate stomachs cannot abide the smell of carrion. I'm in no mood to hear of the shortages when my babies are starving. Alright, Ramirez, you're a complete fuckwit. There's no loot in here. Yeah, that door's gonna lead out to the corridor, isn't it?
What that was?
Yeah, we've been there.
What's that? Hey, is someone
This is a
in
guard room.
Tail for sure.
It's a blackjack, you moron. Alright, let's get out of here. I've seen enough. Where am I and where am I going? Going this way with the courtyard key. If I can find it. Hugging the left-hand wall. Hanging a right, and then we're going down, down, down to the river. But not before I get rid of you.
Maybe I should head back to my own neighborhood. Those fellas don't seem too friendly.
So we really have to go back. We do. Head for the safety of your neighborhood. We need to make our way back to the south quarter. I wonder if this area is populated. And I've got to be dead honest, I don't remember this part of the mission.
Show yourself!
Alright, we are not done. I'll leave you where you lie. Yeah, Garrett said something like, these folk don't seem friendly. I better head for the safety of my own neighborhood or something. Where is that going to take me? No clue. All on alert. Hear another one over to my right, directly ahead of me there. Let me head south and west.
Hey, intruder! Help!
I'm just on the streets, dude. Come on. This looks warm and inviting. I don't think I'm in the correct spot. Never mind. All done. I missed 200 loot. That's not too bad, I think. I can deal with that.